So questions about center caps, you asked them, I got them here, we're gonna answer them. One of the first questions that comes in is, what is the purpose of a center cap? Is it purely cosmetic or does it have some other function? So this is actually a pretty good question. It's pretty simple, but caps are really there more for aesthetics than anything else. But they also do another thing, which is they protect the center part of the center bore that would otherwise be exposed from any moisture, debris, or anything like that. Now, it's not impermeable. Impermeable? How do you say that, Max? Impermeable? Impermeable. So it's not impermeable, but it is something that will keep a lot of the major water, the major debris out. And it's something that we use to protect kind of the hub of the car from having any extra exposure. All right, so let's get on to our second question. Does Konig make different size center caps? So this is kind of a yes and no. The answer to this is yes. We do make different size center caps, but no, will they fit in every wheel? I'll explain. So we make center caps that are kind of unique to specific wheels, and sometimes that means that it may be a different diameter of cap. You can't just buy any Konig cap and expect it to work on your wheel, and you'll be able to tell that. You can email us, you could check. A lot of times it's on the website. Any dealer usually has access to that information. There is one thing people should understand. When it comes down to center caps, especially the ones that would pop in, it's not as easy as just measuring the diameter of that bore. So if you are looking to replace a logo, if you are looking to make your own cap, if you're looking to put a different cap in there from a different brand or company, don't do that. You can't really just do that. There's a couple different variants on the cap and different things that secure the cap into the wheel, and if you don't have them matched exactly, even if you manage to get the cap into the wheel, there's a high probability that cap will leave you mid-ride.
All right, let's have Luis answer this next one.
Another frequently asked question we get about center caps is, can I use OE center caps on my Konig wheels? The short answer is no. The reason why, even though sometimes they are interchangeable, we do not design the wheels that way to make it work. So make sure you keep these center caps on, because at the end of the day, it still looks good.
All right, so this person actually asked us, Max, if they can get replacement center caps, and they want to know where. So here's why I kind of laugh at this. You bought your wheels. You can just go right back to the same place you bought your wheels, and they can order caps. Any Konig authorized dealer can order replacement center caps. So getting them is not hard. Now, sometimes they're on back order, sometimes they're not. That's the nature of life, right? But what I will say is, if you have a popular wheel, most likely we put the accessory, the center cap, or the logo on our website, store.konigwheels.com. Max, give it to him right here. Give it to him right here. And you can go there and you can buy it right from us if you're having the problem. One thing I will say, if you have a wheel that's super discontinued, we only carry accessories for just so long. If you have a wheel that's like, I don't know, 20 years old, most likely, you're not gonna find the logo there. All right, so running on to the next question that we get about center caps is, how do I protect my center cap? And it's a good question, because first off, you have center caps that are made of plastic, center caps that are made of metal. They're all different materials. Some of the logos are a little bit different. So how do you kind of blanket statement protect the center cap? We know about wheels. We know we've talked about wheels, and we've suggested that new out of the box, you really want to do the best thing for your wheel for protecting. Find a really good quality, safe wheel ceramic coating, something like a G-Technic. Apply it to the wheel. That will keep the wheel fresh out of the box. Now, with plastic and metal, you could do the same exact thing. You could use the ceramic coat on the cap. Just don't use it on the logo. Now, I don't even know for sure that using it on the logo would cause harm, but I'm telling you right now, we don't test it on the logo, and these companies don't necessarily say it's for logos, so let's just not use it on there. So also, make sure that when you're talking about maintaining caps and stuff like that, that you are cleaning them every once in a while. You know, using a little G-Technic spray cleaner will work just fine. Just, you know, spray it down, keep it clean, make sure that you get the debris and any of the corrosive materials off your caps as well. So one of our next questions is actually, can I run center caps on the track? So here's the thing. Most race series are going to prohibit you from running caps on your wheels when you're out there on the track. And that's because primarily they tend to eject themselves as the wheel heats up or your hub and braking area heats up. So we generally say no, don't run your center caps. However, if you're ever looking for the reason that we actually made a lot of the flow form wheels at the time with the screw-on center cap, it's for that reason. It's for the people that actually don't have that rule in their class that prohibits them from running center caps and that may want to continue to run center caps. The screw-on caps keep them from flying off. And if you race a lot, you're gonna know that anybody that's a noob or whatever that has gotten the braking temperatures up there and not taken their caps of the wheel, that you see them every once in a while as you hit that turn. Well, you know, that's the deal. So if you got plastic center caps, if you have pop-in center caps, you're concerned about keeping your center caps, just don't run them if you're racing. That's my suggestion. Put them on when you come back. And now to piggyback off that question, do I have to run center caps? That's a question we get every once in a while. No, you don't have to. Once you buy the wheel, you can do whatever you want with it. Center caps are not something that's mandatory. Like I kind of said in one of the previous questions we answered, the center cap is there to also add some protection to the center bore of the wheel, to keep corrosion down to a minimum, to make sure that debris doesn't end up inside your hub area. So that's what it's really for. That's why OE wheels have them. That's why we have them. If you choose not to run it, it's fine. Plenty of people make that decision. But I would, periodically, when you pull the wheel off, make sure you give everything a little brass brush to make sure that you're not getting corrosion buildup, especially around your hub. That usually tends to make things pretty difficult to get the wheel back off. So that's it. I think we have covered many of the questions that have to do with center caps. I didn't know there could be so many questions about center caps, but I'm happy to answer them if you have any more questions about anything, except about babies. I'm not exactly sure where they come from, but throw them down below. We'll be happy to answer them, and we will catch you on the next one. Take care.